Dating apps promise connection, they promise efficiency, they promise access to people you would never meet otherwise. And on the surface, that sounds like progress. But for a lot of people, what they actually deliver is confusion. Not disappointment right away, confusion. Because effort is there, but the feedback doesn't match it. On apps, effort usually goes up over time. People take better photos, they rewrite their bios, they become more thoughtful about what they say. But the feedback often goes down. Fewer matches, less response, longer silence. That gap between effort and response is what makes people feel stuck. So the real question isn't whether dating apps are good or bad. It's why effort feels so unreliable inside them. Why doing more doesn't lead to cleaner signals. To understand that, you have to look at how apps change scale. Before apps, dating was mostly local. Your options were limited by where you lived, by who you went to school with, by who you worked with. This naturally limited comparison. People evaluated fewer options more carefully. Apps remove those limits. Suddenly, the number of available options increases dramatically. And when options increase, comparison increases with them. But here is the key part: people don't evaluate more deeply when they have more options. They evaluate more quickly, and there is a difference between them. Speed replaces attention. Decision happens in seconds, sometimes less. And when decisions are fast, what gets rewarded changes. The system begins favoring what's immediately noticeable, not what would make sense after time and familiarity. Visibility on apps becomes a rare resource. Not effort, not intention, it's visibility. Because attention is limited, but profiles are not. This is something most people don't realize. Most profiles aren't rejected, they're never seriously evaluated. They pass by without registering, not because they're bad, but because attention ran out first. Evaluation only happens after visibility. No visibility means no evaluation. And no evaluation means no signal, which means no useful feedback. This is important to understand. Silence doesn't always mean failure. It often means you never entered the evaluation stage at all. And those two things feel the same emotionally, but they are not. Doing things right assumes effort is being seen, but apps care about placement before effort. If effort isn't placed in front of attention, it doesn't register. You can have a good profile, clear photos, a thoughtful bio, good attentions, and still be visible. Because quality only matters after exposure. Algorithms don't reward intent, they reward patterns, engagement, speed, selection behavior. That's what they're optimized for. This mismatch is what creates confusion. People optimize effort, the system optimizes exposure, and those two are often misaligned. Apps create unstable feedback loops. Small changes feel meaningless. Large effort feels ignored. Outcomes feel random. There's no clear cause and effect. And when cause and effect is unclear, motivation drops. People don't know what to adjust, so they guess. Instead of seeing this as noise, people internalize it. They assume silence is a judgment. not a filtering artifact. Apps don't create dating problems. They amplify existing asymmetries. They make uneven attention even more visible. And once you understand this, you stop personalizing silence. You stop misreading randomness as failure. That alone changes how the experience feels. So, this channel isn't about hacks, it's about clarity before strategy. Before changing behavior, you need to understand the system. So, in the next video, we'll talk about what people optimize incorrectly and why.